Hi guys. So I just got back from seeing Founders Day, which is a new slasher film that is currently in limited theaters. This is a political slasher film, but it's more of a political satire. It's a slasher film that is a political satire for sure. And this film is about pretty much it's in a small town and it takes place on Founders Day, hence the title. And then there's some murders that start happening from a guy in a mask or a guy in like a political outfit. And then a group of people try and figure out who is doing this pretty much. So like yeah, it's a generic slasher plot. So it is a pretty like it is a pretty standard fare generic slasher plot that you would see several times in millions of other slasher films, but um overall I would say okay, so I like the movie. I just want to get that out of the way. I did like the movie, but let me just say is that this movie is so silly. I thought okay, so let me talk about this. So the acting, I thought that like our lead characters, like the main girl in the movie was good. Like I feel like she did a really good job. And like, her dad and a couple of the other main characters, like I thought they all did a really good job in the movie actually. But the side characters, their acting was terrible. I just want to say that. The side characters, their acting was terrible. Luckily, they die pretty quickly, so you don't have to deal with their acting anymore. But speaking of the kills, this movie does have quite a good amount of decent kills. There is some pretty good kills in this movie, but the gore does kind of look like shit. But I think it's done intentionally. Like just judging by the style of this movie, I think that they kind of made the gore look like that on purpose. Because this is definitely a movie that I think is self aware and knows that it's extremely silly. But it does have good kills. So if you can like look past the terrible blood, like how bad the blood looks, then you can appreciate these kills because this movie does have a couple of pretty good kills, even though, like I said, the blood looks terrible. But anyway, and I did kind of like where the story was headed. Like, I thought that, the killer reveals were actually pretty well executed. I'm not going to even hint at it at all, but just where it goes, I thought that it was pretty well executed with the killer reveals, and I did enjoy that. And also, the killer looked really cool in the movie. I really like the mask of the killer. I thought the killer looked like really cool. And the soundtrack in this movie is really good. This movie I feel like has some really good music in it. Um, but yeah, there's honestly not too much to say about this other than I would recommend that you go see it with like a group of your friends. That's definitely the kind of movie that this is. It's a movie that you like watch with a group of friends and you all just like laugh at it because that's easily what this movie is. So overall, I enjoyed it myself. Like I didn't think it was great or anything. Obviously, no. Definitely not. Like critically it wasn't very well made at all. But on an enjoyment level, I liked it. Like I thought that it was fun and entertaining, but it is definitely that kind of film that you watch with a group of your friends and then you all just kind of like laugh at it the entire time throughout the movie and then you guys all just have a good time. That's definitely what this kind of movie is. And so yeah, that is my review on Founders Day. It is currently playing in limited theaters, select theaters, and if this is playing near you, then I'd recommend that you grab a couple of your friends and then just watch this and then laugh at it, or wait till video and then just rent it. But Anyway, that's my review of it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think of it in the comments, and subscribe to me to see more horror and thriller reviews.